Hi everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and creator behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, big welcome back. So glad that you guys are here today. So I've got a lot of information to throw at you today, and it's really exciting. So I did mention something about a giveaway. It's going to be a knit along, crochet along, and there will be a giveaway involved in that. So super excited about that. So I will talk about that today. But I'm going to start off with the usual fun stuff. Oh, and by the way, if you are a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, which one of those videos will include the winner of the Knit Along giveaway. So it's awesome, and you're going to want to be notified when that goes up. Back into the usual. All right, so shop update. I'm going to do the West Knits Star Blanket at some point. I'm totally going to do that. I really want to. And I did purchase the pattern, so I'm going to work on that at some point. However, I will not be using Multifarious Nature yarn in that blanket because I wanted to use mainly acrylics. It's just a lot easier to throw a blanket in the wash. Which I know you're probably cringing, like throwing knitwear in the wash, but a blanket is really hard to hand wash. It just is. So I am going to be casting on a new project, which I'm trying to finish one of my projects before I cast this on. Just because, yeah, I want to do that. So this is the one I'm going to cast on. I usually don't do a lot by the same pattern designer. However, I am truly enjoying one of my patterns that I'm working on from Andrea Mowry, and so I actually purchased another pattern of hers. She actually has a sale going on right now, a deal. So you will need to go to her Instagram. I think I can include a link to her Instagram below. That way you can get that code. I believe it is just through the 5th of August. There is a limited time you can use it. But definitely go on her Instagram, and then if you want to purchase any of her patterns, you can get a great deal. And I guess she only does this once a year. It's her birthday sale. So that's super awesome. And I took advantage of it. And so I actually purchased a bunch of her patterns because after doing her So Faded sweater that I've been working on, I absolutely love it. Super straightforward, really easy to follow, and I just loved it. So I wanted to do more. And there are a few patterns of hers that I've been stalking and I wanted, and I've added them to my favorites. And so I purchased a couple of them. This was one of them. It is the Comfort Fade Cardi. So another fade, of course, because I did the So Faded I'm working on currently. And this has this wonderful, I think she called it like a shawl collar. It's so pretty. And so after looking at that, you'll see it's kind of neutral and subtle sweater. And I'm going to be using my yarn. I'm going to use Multifarious Nature yarn, and it's going to be so fall oriented. And I have to say right now, I don't know about you guys, it's warmer today. That's why I'm wearing my little short sleeve sweater that I made. But it was really cool this morning. And in the mornings when I go out and knit on our porch, I have to put my shawl on, a blanket. It's actually quite cool in the morning. I want to say either high 50s or low 60s. It's quite pleasant. It's absolutely gorgeous. And sorry about the bang. My husband just left. We have windows open, so the doors just slam. Anyway, back to it. So, fall. It feels like fall. It's August 1st, guys. Oh, I love August. I love September even more than August. But yeah, that's the month that we got married, was September. So it's just, I love this time of year. It's beautiful. It's just wonderful. The days are warm, but the mornings are cool and the evenings are cool here in Michigan. It's a wonderful time of year. So that's why I wanted to make this. I was in the mood for something fall oriented, so a long sleeve cardigan is right up there. It's a very not super complicated looking pattern when it comes to details on it. So yeah, I think this will be good mentally for me. I just need more stockinette type stitching. I just need that right now in my life. So that's what I'm working on, and these are the colors that I'm going to be using. It's very exciting. These are all Multifarious Nature colorways, and there's one colorway I'm still trying to like figure out because you need 4 colorways based off the pattern and the amounts. So the first one that I want to do at the top is going to be Dusk. And I am using my base that's a superfine alpaca, so 20% superfine alpaca, 60% superwash merino, and 20% nylon. Super soft, fingering weight, absolutely gorgeous drape. And this is Dusk. So it's like a navy blue. It's super dark, super, super dark. So that's going to be at the top, and it'll pretty much go down the shoulders. So that's what this one is. And the collar is kind of the reverse, where your dark will be closest to your neck, and then the collar part as it goes away from you basically will be the fade that's going down the shirt, if that makes any sense. So whatever the color is at the bottom will be the color that's on the edge. So like your middle colorway is going to be the one that's kind of closer to your face. So that's why I'm trying to figure out some of this one color in particular I'm trying to figure out, because based off of my skin tone and stuff, this color looks great. I look good with jewel tones and warmer tones. I can get away with lighter colors, but yellows and oranges my skin struggles with and can make me look nauseous. No, we don't need that. So this is going to be my first colorway. Then going down the sweater, I will be using Balsam Fur, which is this absolutely gorgeous green that has some of this almost navy, very similar coloring to this one, variegated throughout. So this is going down the sweater. It'll be like this. Then the next colorway that I'll be using is Cranberry. Now this one is actually on a different base because I don't have it dyed up on my alpaca, and I don't want to dye it up on the alpaca base just for me. So I'm using something I already have dyed up. This is the 100% superwash merino base, and this is actually a 150 gram skein, and I actually have a reason behind this, not only because it's already dyed up, but when it comes to the collar, again, with the color closest to my face, I might be using more of this than it normally calls for in that section of knitting. I'm going to be kind of altering this a little bit, and that'll be the next colorway. So you can see it's going to be quite colorful, definitely darker than the pattern color she's using in her pattern. And then this is the part that I'm trying to figure out. So this was the first one I was going to use. Be prepared. It's going to be wild, like a nice contrast. I'm being very, what's the word I'm looking for? Inspired. There we go. I'm being very inspired by Stephen West. After looking at his star blanket and looking at all the different colors, I want contrast, and here we go. So caramel corn. So that would be my contrast, and that is the colorway that I'm thinking of using at the bottom. So what I'm trying to figure out is whether I want to do this, because this would then be at the corner edge of my shawl. I think that'll be okay, the shawl color. I think it'll be okay with my skin tone because I'll have all these other colors too. It's going to be quite contrasting when that collar rests here, because it will rest against these colors here. It's going to be super fun and wild, and I love it because this screams fall to me. It screams it. Cranberry and caramel corn. Oh my gosh, I love it. So this is the one I'm debating whether I want to switch it out. So this is my initial. I'm thinking this. The alternating one, which I know will blend a little bit better. It won't be quite the contrast. I really am leaning towards this because I want the contrast. It will blend nicely with the cranberry, but I think it will really pop against, Balsam Fur and Dusk. I think it will really pop, which it will. So that's why I'm leaning towards it. This is also an alpaca base. I do have some merino silk blend dyed up in Teddy. So Teddy is my wonderful neutral that goes with everything, and I absolutely love this color. I absolutely love it. I just finished that El Camino shawl with it. Love it. So I do have more of this. This is just the little leftovers I have for my El Camino shawl. So you can see I used a lot of it. This was an 150 gram skein. This is all that's left. So this was the one that I was thinking if I wanted to blend more, which that's fine. And of course this will look nice against my skin tone. And this is good. So I could totally do this, which I might, but I don't know. I'm really thinking I want to do this because this contrast is just fun. I don't know, you guys. I'm torn because this, I love this colorway. I really want to do something with it. And I feel like this might happen. I feel like it might. So that, again, will be the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. And I want to start it now because, one, I could start wearing it soon. It will be an alpaca blend, so it will be quite warm. Alpaca is definitely a warmer wool, where merino is quite cool. This is a 60 blend, so 60% merino, but I do think it's going to lend itself to being warmer because of the alpaca. So I won't really be able to wear it until, you know, like October anyway, probably. So very excited about that. So that's the one project I'm working on for Multifarious Nature. And now to the works in progress. So Faded. Oh, I love this. I love this pattern, you guys. I am loving it. And I am just knitting on it like crazy. I am now working on 2 projects mainly. I haven't worked on that poor tank top that is with the cotton yarn. Someday. I don't know. It's a crocheted project, so it just, I set it aside. The motivation just isn't there for it. But here we are so far, guys. Holy moly, can you believe it? Look at that. Look at that. So I am actually on the ribbing on the bottom now. I am actually on the ribbing. There's going to be about 2 inches of ribbing at the bottom. I may or may not make that longer. This is getting blown out because it's such a drastic, there we go. There's a drastic change from super bright and fun down to fun and bright, but darker bright but saturated. That's the word I'm looking for, saturated. So these are quite muted colors, and down here you get much more saturation going on. I did start to run out of yarn for this fade, and I took my leftovers from that wonderful advent. I swear, you guys, I've gotten so many projects with this advent calendar from last year. I'm telling you, these advents are amazing. So this is leftover from a chick that knits advent calendar from last year. It's a beautiful blue, variegated, and it has green in there. So I am adding that because this is all I have left of this nice green colorway from Ruby and Rose's yarn. This is all I have left. So I clearly cannot finish the 2 inches at the bottom since I'm only about 1 inch in. So I am now alternating with this colorway, and that is now creating that fade down to the bottom. And it should get me the right amount. I'm pretty positive that'll be good. So then after that, this I have to divide into 25 grams each. Right now it's 50 grams. So I'll divide that into 25 grams each, and then I will do the sleeves, which will be short sleeves. I'm not doing long sleeve, doing short. And I'm so excited. It's just going to be so much fun and wonderful, vibrant, and it just makes me smile. It makes my heart sing, and it's so positive. Like, you need to do projects. Now, granted, this is an everyday fun shirt. This is just going to be a fun shirt. And it's not like your what do you call it? Like your go-to classic white tee. But I want it to be something I throw on like that. Like I could wear it with a jean skirt or jeans or whatnot. And I love it. This screams summer to me, which is exactly what I'm making it for, summertime or springtime. And it's going to have short sleeves. Super excited. And then I have to do the ribbed collar, which is going to be Here we go. This colorway from that Ruby and Roses mini set, and that's going to go across the collar, which really blends well with these. It'll be a little bit darker, but it will blend nicely. So absolutely loving this. Again, this is by Andrea Mowry, and this is so faded. Super adaptable pattern. It called for, I think, 4 or 5 colorways, and I am doing it with 12, I think 12 colorways that were minis. So you can clearly adapt it to whatever you want. So loving it, loving this, and I am almost done. So this was the project I was talking about. I wanted to finish this prior to casting on the Comfort Fade, because I don't know, I think I would work on both of them, but I'm just super addicted to this pattern. It's all stockinette basically. There was some garter stitch here. It's just, it's so addicting because it's so comforting. It's just the most comforting knit, and I work on it on my lunch breaks, and I can work on it while I'm talking to people, and I can work on it while I'm watching stuff on Netflix after dinner. So absolutely loving it. Loving this pattern, and I cannot wait to do another one by Andrea Mowry because she is an excellent pattern writer. I just love it. She really speaks to my heart. So the next one I did work on this week. I'm so grateful I did because I feel better now that I started working on it again. So I am working on the Eden wrap by Kasia Filanova. Excuse me. In my Wuthering Heights colorway. This is not a base I carry in my shop. This is a base that I got on as a souvenir, and then I dyed it. So this is my Wuthering Heights colorway, which is a gorgeous, deep and moody gray with like violet undertones. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can see it behind me right here on a merino silk base. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I just love it. So this is going to be that little wrap. So I've got, it'll be like the one side, and then it'll be going across the other side. So here's where I was last week. So at first glance, it's like, well, you didn't really get a lot of progress. I got a little progress. However, I started knitting the left side. So I'd say that's a decent amount of progress. So that is what I've been up to for that one. Wonderful pattern so far, very clear, easy to follow. It's brioche. I do find I enjoy 2-color brioche much more than single color brioche. I started with 2-color brioche. I think that's a great idea for beginners with brioche to do 2-color. It really motivates you because brioche takes a bit longer than regular like stockinette, and when it comes to progress. So it really motivates you when you see the colors building up. And when it's single color, it's just, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm as motivated by it, but I love the stretchy squishiness and the super soft wonderfulness of this base. Beautiful drape of this. It's just, it's like almost like a hand spun base, and I won't be carrying that because it's not affordable for me to do that. So I don't believe she does wholesale, and that just won't work. To charge what I would need to charge to sell it just would not make that a good value to me. So this was just for my fun wonderfulness, and I am loving it. I am doing this, I dyed up 3 balls, like 3 or cakes. They're not really a ball, they're a cake. 3 cakes of that yarn in the Wuthering Heights colorway, and I did not alternate skeins. I literally just did each one, and I dyed them in the same dye bath, so they look identical. I don't think there's going to be any issue with them looking contrasting. Plus, they're the 2 different halves of the shirt, and so they're going to like cross over each other. I think it will be fine. Even if they slightly look different, they will still be good. So I am not worried about that at all. That it's totally going to be fine. when you work with hand dyed, I do highly recommend that. Oh goodness, I do highly recommend that you normally alternate skeins, but in this situation, not necessary. If you're doing a sweater that's solid, you know, like this or something, I would definitely alternate colors, just so you don't color pooling. If it's semi-solid like that colorway, no big deal. But if it's like this, like your caramel corn, where it's variegated, you could have color pooling. Highly recommend alternating skeins if you're worried about that. All right, next. Trying to get through this quick. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video, guys. I do apologize, but I think it's important that I get all this information out to you because it's super exciting. Okay, so that's it for my works in progress. Next is something super important, exciting, and it's actually pretty near and dear to my heart because it has to do with the state of Michigan, and I'm really excited about it. So first I want to get a sip of water because I'm getting parched. Okay, thank you for bearing with me there. So I am doing an upcoming knit-along. It's the first time I've ever done a knit-along. Never done it before. I do have a Ravelry, and I will include the link below. There's not many posts on there. I do have a group for Multifarious Nature Knitting Podcast, and there's not much there, so I do apologize. There's not much on that page, but I will have a introduce yourself thread if you want to do that, which I would love. And then there will also be a thread for the knit-along, which is it's a knit-along crochet-along, because I am not being specific to knitting. This is for every knitting, crochet, those two fiber arts, I guess. We're focusing on those two because I think I feel like those are the most. I guess you could weave too if you wanted to, but I think you'll understand when I get into the specifics. So it's a crochet and knit along. It is the Operation Warm Up Flint. So if you haven't heard of that, which I hadn't until recently, and I think it's amazing. So in Flint, Michigan, which if you're not familiar with Flint, Michigan, it is kind of a suburb out of Detroit. It is an area that has a lot of crime issues. There's unfortunately a lot of homelessness. There's a lot of struggle in Flint, and I have to say, very recently, we've had a lot of like flash flooding, like because of the amount of rain we had within the last couple weeks. And unfortunately, Detroit, which is right there, got hit terribly. There was major flooding. Highways were closed, and people lost a lot. Stress Knits is another YouTuber on here, and she is an indie dyer, and she lost so much because of that flooding. And I just think, well, this Operation Warm Up Flint is something where you could help people. You could help people that maybe are struggling with a lot of things and have been for a long time. You could be helping people that recently are struggling with things because of that flooding. Maybe they lost everything. You might be helping individuals that because of the pandemic that was going on, they lost their jobs, they lost everything, and they're struggling. And this might be a way that we can just help each other spread the warmth and love that we can create. And I thought, well, what an excellent way that not only can we help other people, but then I can give you something as a thank you for participating. Because I do realize you'd be giving of your time, of your treasure, your what you make, and the cost it would take to get the item to me. And then, so that is what this is all about. So it is, Operation Warm Up Flint was created, or at least I believe it was created by Flint Handmade. It's the Yarn Brigade. They're a knitting crochet group out of Flint, Michigan. And a great group of individuals, and that they do this, at least for the past couple of years, I believe they have been doing this. And they had great success in the past, and they're still looking for people to donate for this coming year, for the winter time, because what they do is the donations, whatever donation it may be, completed items or equipment, tools, what have you. They then will take the finished items, put tags, they print out tags, and the tags read, I want to make sure I get it right for you guys, that, let's see here, did I write it down? I don't know if I wrote it down, but basically what they say, I have it all in the Ravelry group, but it just says something along the lines of free to a good home. If you are cold, please take me to warm up. And they attach this tag to the items that are out there, hung on fences, sometimes outside of shelters, sometimes they put them outside of clinics, sometimes they put them outside, like just all over the place, all over Flint, in areas where they believe and know that people that need these items will be there. So they make it very clear that these items are free for these individuals to help themselves too if they need it. I guess one of the things that they did recently post on Facebook on their page, and I did see that, and I wanted to participate. That's what got me started on this. And I was like, oh gosh, I would love to participate in this. And they specifically asked for hat and mitten sets. So your hat and mittens that are matching, like a little set for children. So they can be any size for children, but they specifically asked for that. I think they have a shortage of those items. They probably get a lot of scarves because scarves are, what we all half the time learn how to knit and crochet first, right? So, and to participate, they're asking for the hat and mitten sets specifically. It can be any item, but those are what they're kind of really in need of. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to make a hat and mitten set. I would love to make multiple, but my goal is at least to make one because it still takes me some time and I have not made a set of mittens before. So this will be first for me. We'll learn together, guys. So they said all sizes, styles, and content are welcome. So yeah, you don't have to do the hat and mittens if you don't know how, or you're not there yet, you're in scarf territory, by all means. If you want to donate a scarf, they will love that and be so grateful, and you will be able to participate by doing that. So if you want to do that, totally fine. And then they did say, yeah, all fiber content, so any type of fiber content. Now, keep in mind, this will be going to individuals that might have to hand wash this, and not in they won't have wool wash, you guys. I don't think they'll have wool wash. So I recommend acrylic. That's what I'm going to knit with. I think that's probably easiest. If you have cotton, you can definitely do that too. I just think ease of wear. If you're going to go to a laundromat and wash these items, I think acrylic will probably do the best in the wash and in the dryer because they probably might throw it in the dryer. So I'm just saying that might be the easiest to wash and take care of, like care. So lean towards acrylic, if possible. Cotton, okay, maybe. And you definitely can knit or crochet these items. Totally fine. So so you want to okay. I can't speak. These items need to be mailed to me by October 15th. Okay, so if the postage date is October 15th, that's fine. But please get them mailed to me before that because I want to make sure that I can get these to them in Flint. I will be mailing them all together. I feel like that might be the best, just to mail them all together to the Yarn Brigade. It's Flint Handmade Yarn Brigade in Flint, Michigan. And that way they'll get them in time for the colder months because they usually put them out early, I think like maybe mid-November, late or early December for people because it gets really cold here in Michigan that time of year. So that's the goal, okay? And all the details, again, will be in the Ravelry link. And if you cannot use Ravelry, please feel free to contact me if I'm not being clear on something. Oh my gosh, message me. I am happy to comment and communicate with you if it's better for you to communicate through YouTube, the comment area and messaging. Totally fine. I can do that for you. Even email, I can definitely communicate that way as well. please do, because I would love for you to participate. I do not want you to be held back because of Ravelry. So yeah, if you click the link below to go to the Ravelry page, you'll get all the details. So the specifics are, it needs to be a knit or crocheted item. You can do multiple, totally fine. And you will get multiple entries. So per item is an entry. Okay, so if you do a mitten and hat set, it's actually going to be 2 entries because I'm going to count the mittens and the hat as individuals. So if you do that, you get 2 entries. If you did a mitten, hat, and you wanted to do a scarf, they're not a set, they're just you wanted to make all that because by some miracle you are able to knit that much because you were blessed with the gift of knitting or crocheting incredibly quickly. Oh my gosh, you got 3 entries there, okay? So every item you donate, you get an entry. And so that's awesome, okay? It can be any fiber content, but again, acrylic or cotton, especially acrylic, I think will probably be the most versatile for individuals that may need to, just don't have time to hand wash something and leave it out to dry flat, you know? So yeah, acrylic is probably your best bet. Starting today, so August 1st, that's when this knit along starts. You can start at any time. You can start at any time, but it starts on the 1st. It's going to end October 15th. So by October 15th, that item needs to be finished. If you're working on it and you don't finish it by then, you can totally mail it to Flint Handmade on your own, and they will love it, and that's awesome. If you finish it prior to that, prior to October 15th, please mail it to me. I will include my P.O. box address on Ravelry, and I will include it in this video link. Currently, I'm in the process of getting a P.O. box, so by the end of the week, I will have one, and I can include that below. So at the moment, if you see this today, Sunday, then I apologize, I won't have the P.O. box listed below. But you don't need that address yet. You will need it in October. So, excuse me. All right, so specifics. You need to knit or crochet at least 1 item to participate. Okay? It needs to be mailed to me at the P.O. box that I'll provide on the Ravelry page and down below in the information by October 15th, so I can get them mailed out to them in time. I will also ask that you message me either on on YouTube or on Ravelry. Message me with the tracking number when you do send the item. That way I can make sure that I have everything before I ship it out, because I would not want to not include an item. That would be tragic. So those are the importance to participate. And the other thing is, let's see here. Oh yeah, join the Ravelry group, just so you let me know, or again, in the comments below, let me know you're participating, because I want to keep track of you guys and keep tabs and communicate with you, because it's super exciting and I love it. And then the actual giveaway date that I'll be doing the drawing on and announcing, I will announce the giveaway winner on November 1st. That way, for sure, I will have all items, and then I can get everything packed up and then also do the giveaway drawing. So November 1st, I will do the giveaway drawing, and I might change that date because the announcement's going to be on a Sunday, so I should have paid more attention to that. You know what? I'm going to do it right now and just look at the dates so that I give you guys the date, because that was silly. I don't know why I did that. Okay, November 3rd. November 3rd, I will announce the giveaway winner for the Make Along. So super exciting, you guys. And there will be this wonderful gift for you guys. Okay, so. Oh, actually, before I give you the giveaway gift, I'm going to talk about the some pattern ideas. So these are the patterns I'm going to do. I'll include links to a few patterns that I found that I think are nice, like beginner patterns, and some a little more intermediate if you want something that's a little more intricate. So that's what I'm doing. So I am going to, like I said, do a hat and mitten set. I am definitely going to do these mittens. It's the Kids Mittens by Kelly Spenhoff. These are all free patterns on Ravelry. You can see that. But it looked like it was supposed to be an easy, quick knit. That's what people are saying. And you can, it's one size, just as little kids. So that's what this is. So I'm going to knit that pattern by Kelly Spenhoff. And then the hat, okay, I'm debating between two. One is more intricate than the other. So the Slip Stitch Stash Hat by VanEyck is adorable. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Look at those slip stitches. Too adorable. So I am thinking about this one. If anything, I might just do another hat and end up doing two hats and then a pair of mittens that'll match one of the hats, probably the other hat. But this is one that I'm leaning towards. This one I for sure will do is the Luuk, L-U-U-K, Luuk hat by Annis Jones, the Wooden Horse. There's no picture with it. There is on Ravelry, but it's the cutest little hat. Oh my word. So it's a, looks like striping, where you'll knit a few rows and then you purl a few rows, knit a few rows, and it causes this cute little ribbing look to it. So it stretches really nicely and will fit a multitude of sizes, but it actually gives you a multitude of sizes. If you can see this, those are the range of sizes that it gives you. It gives you preemie, newborn, 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6 month, 6 to 12 month, toddler, child, teen. I will probably do the child size, because the small child is what the mittens are for. So child is 20-inch circumference. I feel like that with those mittens would probably be best. And it has the cutest little option of doing this little, it's because it's not a, I can't think of pom-pom. It's not a pom-pom. It's like a little, it's the cutest little thing. It looks like a mini pom-pom, and I don't know why, but I just think of the Wizard of Oz and the little munchkins from Munchkin Land when I see this hat. It's absolutely adorable. The link will be below. So I'm going to link all the projects that I'm going to do, and then I'll link a few that I think are super fun projects that would hopefully be quick. If you're interested, you can do whatever project you want. You do not have to do any of these that I'm sending you or showing you below, but I'm just trying to help you out if you're trying to find something and you don't want to have to spend the time hunting and pecking through a bunch of patterns. I tried to pre-do that for you. So those are the ones that I'm going to work on. So that's why I'm trying not to work on too many projects, because that's going to take up quite a bit of time as well, especially since I have literally only done one mitten, and I'm going to show you because I wanted to do a set of mittens for myself forever ago, and I did, and I only knit one of them. So these are the mittens. This is the first mitten I have ever made in my life. And I made this little garter stitch cuff on there. And, you know, it doesn't look too bad. It's acrylic. I say it doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to try it on and show you where it does. So this is, I think, where most people have issues, just like the sleeves of your sweater. Sometimes there's issues of holes underneath your sleeve. Notice any problems in the thumb region? Any problems at all? Because I probably should have maybe picked up stitches, or yeah. The size of the thumb is actually quite good. It fits like perfectly. The size of the hand part, not bad either. But yeah, the thumb is slightly lacking. So that is going to be my struggle. That is going to be my challenge. I am going to do this with Magic Loop method. That's my chosen method we've talked about. I don't do double pointed needles. So we're gonna, at least that's not what I usually do. So I'm gonna try magic loop. This is, yeah, there's my one mitten I've ever made. So I guess I have made mittens, but I've never made a whole set and it wasn't good. So that was a humbling moment for me. So I'm excited. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna make a set of mittens and a hat for this project, and I might do 2 hats if I can. That's a lot of knitting for me to get done in like 2.5 months. So I don't think I'm gonna get that. I don't think I'm gonna get more than that done. That's why my goal is 1 hat and mitten pair little set. That's my goal, and I will get that done. I will, because that's important to me. But and that's, again, that is why I want to finish the So Faded little short sleeve sweater prior to casting on the Cardi, because I really need the knitting needles to work on the mittens and the hat. So that's why. All right, now we're going to jump into the giveaway prize. So the giveaway prize for the knit along, because we all want to know about the fun prizes, right? Okay, so I may add to this prize though, even though this is a really nice prize. I feel like I want to add, so I will add something Multifarious Nature in here. I just will. I know I will. So it could be anything, guys. It could be anything. But I wanted to pay it forward. Remember, I had mentioned I had found some excellent yarn, and I want to share this with you guys. So this is from that stash that I got. These are from the same dye lot, and there's enough to make a pair of socks. And this is the little Dorit 3-ply, ideal for socks and fashion wear. You can make whatever you want with it, but it is enough to make a pair of socks. They're 25 grams each, and it's this gorgeous green with navy touches. It's so beautiful. It has almost that oil slick look to it. It is wool. I believe it is 100% wool. Let me make sure. Nope, I lied. It's 80% wool, 20% nylon, which is excellent for socks because the nylon adds extra durability. Absolutely beautiful color. I had a couple of these, so I am going to give a set away to the winner of the make along. The winner of the make along will also get the or I should say, okay, I should say there's actually going to be 2 winners. There's going to be 2 winners of the make along, because this is something that you would be giving a lot of your time and treasure to do something wonderful for people you don't know. I want to give a couple people a gift. So there will be 2 winners. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right away. There'll be 2 winners, and this will go to one of the winners as well. This is Fröhlich wool. I believe that's how you say it. It's Swedish, and it's special, and it comes with, I believe this is for darning, like if you're repairing your socks or whatnot. It comes with this, which is quite a bit of yarn. So I'm assuming this is for, I think it's for repairing. But this is definitely designed for socks. It is enough for socks. It is 50 grams, so you could definitely make a pair of socks with this. Not long socks, but you can make a pair of socks with it. And it is 80% wool and 20% nylon again. And then, so this comes with this. And it's a beautiful red, gorgeous red. Super vibrant. Absolutely gorgeous. So these are all very Christmassy looking, like worm. So that's why I figured that time of year, it'll be in November when you would receive these. So 2 different prizes. So one winner will receive this, and one winner will receive this. And I will include something Multifarious Nature with these as well, as a fun surprise. So we'll have 2 winners And so I do have to announce, though, it is kind of a US only participation. However, because it is involved with a charity or nonprofit, I guess you'd call it a nonprofit. It's a knitting group. They're donating their time and everything. So basically what it is it's definitely geared towards the US residents. I don't want to say if you're international you cannot participate, because if you want to do that, by all means, I would love that, and you are welcome to participate. However, I have to let you know that I cannot, when it comes to customs, the customs fees, you're gonna have to deal with the customs fees if you are a winner. So that's why I really gear it towards the US, because I don't know what those fees are going to be, and I don't want you to get stuck with a huge fee based on where you're at. But if you're okay with that, then please participate. Yeah, that would be amazing. Plus the cost of sending an item to the US as a donation, that's expensive. So I just don't know if that would be something people would be up to doing. So it's definitely geared towards US residents. So don't feel pressured if you're outside the US and you want to participate. Don't feel pressured to. I'm just so glad that you're here anyway. So yeah, this is going to be a long video. Oh my word. It's 46 minutes already. Oh gosh. Sorry guys. I just knew this is important to me, so I really wanted to take the time to talk about it. So there you go. All right. So let's get the specifics one more time. You need to knit or crochet one item at least to participate. For each item you knit or crochet, it will count as a drawing. So I will enter you into the drawing, however many items you create. Mittens will be considered one item. So 2 mittens is 1 item. If you do a set, the matching set of a hat and mittens, those will be 2 items still. Okay, so for each item, you do get entered into the drawing for that however many items you send to me, which is awesome and so exciting. So please contact me. When you send me something, please contact me. Post on the Ravelry group or below in the comments. Let me know, that you want to participate. That's super awesome, and that way I can keep track. And then when you do mail me an item, remember to send me a message. It could be you could contact me through multifariousnature.com contact me page and say, I'm participating in the knit along. I sent you an item. This is my tracking number. I need the tracking number. I really want to make sure that I send out everything that you guys take so much time and love and care and create for someone. That's just amazing. So I want to make sure that I include that and send that to Flint Handmade. And then on November 3rd, I will announce the winners. There'll be 2 winners, and one will receive this set of yarn to make a pair of socks, and then one winner will receive this wonderful skein of yarn to make a pair of socks. So both are 50 grams, but you had to have 2 skeins to do it. And I'm just really excited about it. So I hope you guys will participate. It's just something so much fun, and I definitely am going to be doing one, and I will share my progress on that, and both on Ravelry and in the YouTube video. So I hope you'll participate. And remember, to participate, all you have to do is go to the Ravelry group and comment on the Operations Warm Up Flint KAL KAL and comment on there that you are going to participate, and then or in the comments below here, please comment and let me know you're going to participate if you don't use Ravelry, because I do want to know, and I want us to be able to help each other out. If you have a question when you're working on a pattern, or you're just excited, or you wanted to show us progress shots, I would love for everybody to share on there. I think that's a great way to, keep each other going and the accountability when you're trying to finish something. So I look forward to working with you guys with this, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to do this giveaway and this project, knit along. I can't wait to do this with you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and yeah, I hope you're creating, and I hope you're healthy and happy. So have a great rest of your week, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye.